Let's head to the northern region where a similar situation happened. Our reporter, Martina Bugri, has been speaking to one of them.
I just saw that you've been turned away. What's the problem?
Yes, actually I was posted to vote here, but then I came around without a nose mask. So I've been asked to go and get one. Yes.
Martina Burki joins us via Zoom. Martina, bring us up to speed on the situation there with regards to the no mask policy by the EC officials. Martina, kindly unmute your microphone. We can't hear you.
The protocols are strictly being implemented at all the centers that I have visited. If you come in and you don't have a nose mask, you are not even allowed to join the queue. You are stopped at the beginning of the queue, and then you are asked to go back and get your nose mask. Like the guy I met at the Tamale South constituency, he came in with someone else, and they were both turned away because they didn't all have the mask to wear. Now they are told that you either go back and come back with a nose mask, or you don't have the opportunity to vote. And most of them, like in Tamale South, there was Tamale North, there was a lady who came in without a nose mask or face mask. And when she was asked to go back, she pulled out her handkerchief and used it to tie her nose and the mouth so that she can vote. That was the option. And in Tamale South, there was another woman who used her veil to tie her nose and her mouth so that she can have the opportunity to vote. And so I must say that the protocols are strictly being adhered to. You would wash your hands, you would clean them, you'll be given sanitizers to sanitize your hand after the process, before the process and after the process.
On the ground, tell us, does this lengthen the process, or it's generally the same?
It's generally the same. Once you come in and someone is going through the process, you wash your hands. And once you enter the place, you need to go and wash your hands, and then you wait in the queue, and then the process begins. And so generally, it doesn't delay. I stood there for like 10 minutes, looking at what was going through. And I saw a lot of people just go through like that. It was smooth. And the verification machines were very easy to verify. You put your hands and then there's a flip and then you go on. And so basically the timing is okay. I mean, it was smooth sailing.
All right. Many thanks, Martina Bugri, with that update from Tamale there. We will get updates on the conduct of the elections, the voting, the special voting, which is underway. So as we indicated, there was a similar situation in the Savannah region where some security personnel who came there, who turned up without mask, were turned away. Correspondent Isaac Nonya joins us with more from the Savannah region. So Isaac, did they return with a mask to enable them exercise their franchise, or they didn't return?
Sure, they were able to return a few minutes after that to cast their votes. Two men and a lady came without their no mask, but they were very lucky that the police station, which happened to be the police station here, were able to supply them 3 no masks for them to be able to cast their votes. As we speak now, about 378 people have cast their vote, leaving with the remaining less than 100. The one issue that is popping up here at the Damago police station is that a proxy voter came with a form to vote for somebody who's outside the country. But this was a situation that the NDC agent protested. But that of the EC and the MPP said no. It wasn't a problem to the extent that the guy who came to vote on proxy will not vote, because the proxy voter and the owner of the vote registered from the same police station, Kurabasu police station. And when the ECs have processed the documents for him to be voted, they should allow the verification machine to determine whether the proxy voter was qualified or not. So that child was given, and the gentleman was accepted or picked by the machine, and then he has registered and voted. I will speak now. The NDC agents are still in the disagreement with the fact that a gentleman who came to vote shouldn't have allowed to vote, because there is not a proxy vote form kept here at the police station by EC. The situation, they were all made to understand that this particular exercise, there should not be anything like proxy. An argument, the EC disagreed and told them that it was agreed in the meeting that a proxy voter can also exercise his or her franchise if the writing were done or the form were filled. And in this case, the form has been filled, and the gentleman was allowed to vote and has still left the place.
All right, Isaac Nonya with those details from the Savannah region. We'll be touching base again to find out the update on that particular situation. Let's go to Rafiq Salama, Upper West Regional Correspondent, for how the process is going there. Rafiq, bring us up to speed on the special voting exercise there. Hello, Rafiq, if you can hear me, what's the latest where you are?
Hello, Araba.
Yes, I can hear you clearly. Tell us what's happening where you are.
The situation in the Upper West region, I can tell you that a total of 3,459 people are expected to cast their ballots between 5 a.m. and then up to between 7 a.m. up to 5 p.m. And I can report to you that the situation is peaceful right here in the Upper West region. And so in the West Central constituency, there are 2 polling centers here. Both of them located just between the Circuit Court and the Upper West Regional Police Command. And so each of them is having 434. The polling A is having 434. Polling B is polling center B is having 433. And so when you add the 2, you get 867 people voting in this particular situation. I can report to you that in polling station here, talk about Circuit Court 1A, a total of 434 people so far have voted, leaving 100 people, and the other one, 308 personalities have voted so far. So the situation here is calm. We have seen some party members who came around, then also talking about party agents. You have the major political parties talking about the NDC and NPP. Each of them have 4 representatives to be party agents in the polling stations. And so the centers have also been visited by some people from the NPP, talking about regional chairman of the NPP, SB Kangbare, and also the incumbent member of parliament for West Central, Dr. Rashid Hassan Abkelku. So the situation I can report to here is very calm and then cool right here.
Many thanks, Rafiq Salam there with that update from the Upper West region to the Volta region now. And Ivy Setoji joins us via Zoom. Ivy, bring us up to speed on what's happening.
So in the Volta region, about 7,961 are expected to cast their vote today. I was earlier at home where the place was very calm. They were expecting 218. As at the time we were living, about 150 had cast their vote. Right now, at the whole office, that's the T office in the capital, about 900 people have cast their votes. Generally, the exercise has been very smooth and calm. But in whole West, about 3 officers complained they couldn't find their names in the register, and so were not able to vote. But apart from that, calm everywhere is calm. Process is going on smoothly. We expect that everything goes smoothly, just like it started.
Yeah, are people adhering to the COVID protocols? Are the EC officials strictly enforcing the protocols?
Yes, of course, they are. But some people who are the last end of the queue prefer to remove their nose mask until they get closer. But before you enter the premises or the EC or where the voting are ongoing, the AC might ask the people to wash their hands, sanitize, and then also make sure that everyone wears the nose mask. So before you even enter the nose mask, you are asked to make your nose. So people who are at the back side of the queue said they cannot
All right, Ivy Setoji, our Volta regional correspondent, bringing us that update from the Volta region. And